Good morning, West Creek Stampers. I am on here today, February 9th. It's Kay Favre. I'm here to show you how to put together your February card kit. Some of you have started getting them, and I just wanted to show you a few things about putting those together. First, I'm going to show you some cards that I have received in the mail. And this is one of them. And that purple ribbon is not orderable right now. I'm going to watch for it to come back on. This is a stamp set from the past. This is the corner bouquet. That makes a really, really simple card. And then this is that ombre DSP. Both of those, the corner bouquet and the ombre DSP, are available with S-Free Celebration. We're going to be using the Sweet Ice Cream bundle today, and so I'm going to show you a couple alternate cards that I have made. Using that set. This is a slide and lock card that I made. I actually made it a little backwards from what the directions were, but it worked out. The first time I did it, I think I was, hi Mary, and hi Diane. Diane's in Florida, enjoying that nice Florida weather. Here's another one with the sweet ice cream. That is a very simple card. That's in our January to June catalog. Here's another one. The popsicle and the ice cream cone are all in the stamps on that. And then this paper here is from the ice cream DSP, which those of you who got the paper share would have a portion of that. And then here's another one using the split technique. Okay, another thing, some other cards I want to show you today is we had our meeting with Movalist Stampers once a month. Jody Breckbill holds a meeting, and if we pay the fee, we can get a kit with that. On this one, she had the check side of the paper up. I decided to use the strawberries. I just couldn't. And these are all similar, using different DSP. I chose not to put the greeting on yet because I'm going to wait to see what I'm going to use these cards for, whether it's a thank you, a birthday, or whatever. Hi, Becky. And then this is another one of those cards. And she used, I believe, the Sweetly Stitched framelits on this one. And then this is the ribbon that we got with that. So if you are a demonstrator under me, you can sign up for these meetings also and get the kit. It was $10 for this roll of ribbon and the kit of 4 cards. And if you need to know more about that, let me know. And then our annual awards, I won the Sweet Strawberry bundle. And thanks to all of you for supporting me and purchasing from me. That helped me be the top one in the sales for Jody for the year. So I appreciate all your support. Okay, I'm going to get on to show you these cards, and I made a list of things I was going to remind you about, but I don't know where I put them. Here we go. So I'll let you look at this one. This is one of the cards in your February kit. February 15 is the deadline for the February swap, the animal cards. If you participated in that our March swap. I've had several people who want to start working on that. That's going to be a masculine card. You can use any message. And I have the many messages stamp set and framelit ordered. I was on the fence about that, wasn't sure I wanted to get it, but anybody who participates in the March swap, I'm going to give you a set of those greetings from the many messages. So the March swap, let's sign up by the end of February for the March swap if you want to participate in that, so everybody knows how many to make. February 10th, tomorrow, is the deadline to sign up for the February paper pumpkin. Celebration goes to the end of February, and that's where you can earn some free items. You get extra perks when you sign up as a demonstrator, and you can even prepay ahead for your paper pumpkin for 3 months and get a free item from Celebration. So there's also a free stamp set that you get if you order $300 or more, or you have a party. So let's, a party of $300 or more. Okay, so let's get on here with this first card. I used Cinnamon Cider as the card base. Sorry about that. I'm holding it up in the air where you can't see it. So I'm going to try to move my camera up a little bit so we avoid that. I don't want it up so high that you can see the mess all around. Okay, so I use Cinnamon Cider as the card base, and that is 5.5 by 8.5. I used the Happy Birthday Chick bundle, which is right here, and that is orderable right now. And the framelits are here. It does have a set of framelits with it, and you can also now order the framelits to go with the original Hey Chick stamp set. All right. So I did the fence, 2 pieces of that. So when you put that on your card front, you'll have to trim that a bit. This is the card. The Happy Birthday was cut from Real Red. The fence was cut from Cinnamon Cider. These banners, or whatever you want to call them, are cut from Daffodil Delight, Real Red, and Garden Green. I used a variety of blends to color my chicks. You can use whatever. I've also enjoyed using colored pencils to color these chicks, and then use my blender pen to smooth out the colors, so you can use anything. But I want to show you, I used the blending brush to shade the bottom and the top of this, and I want to show you a little bit how that is used. And let's see here. So with these blending brushes, I really do like the way they work, although I mean, you guys have the other blending tools or sponging tools from Stampin' Up, and so they certainly work. The sponge that you cut into pieces, the little fingertip ones, I can't remember the name of those right now. So when you dip it in the ink, I'm going to get it here where you can see it, I just pat it, and then I start off so I don't get a blob of ink. And then I haven't cleaned mine yet. I've heard that you can rub them off and keep using them with other colors, or that you can just run them under the water in the sink, warm water, and then let them dry. So then this is Balmy Blue. That was Pear Pizzazz that I used on the bottom for the grass effect. This is Balmy Blue that I used on top. And again, I'm going to start from the top. If I land right in my Whisper White, I'm going to have a blob. So I start off to the side, and maybe you could avoid that if you have a little more practice, but that's how I did. I watched a few videos, and that's how I decided worked best for me. So there we go. That is card number 1. Card number 2 is using this stamp set, Heal Your Heart. This is one of the free ones, and I used Misty Moonlight for the card base, 5.5 by 8.5. I used a layer then of Misty Moonlight here on top, and that is 5.25 by 4, and I ran that through the subtle embossing folder. Okay, so sorry if you can hear that phone ringing. I didn't put it on mute, so I have a couple people trying to call me. This is the Stitched Be Mine heart. And I used the Flower for Every Season ribbon, this Misty Moonlight. This one is the Stitched Shapes framelits for the circle. The Flowers for Every Season, this is Field and Flower DSP. It is 5.25 by 2. And then the white section is 5.25 by 2.25 that I have on the back side of there. I think that's my son-in-law trying to call me, and I think he's trying to aggravate me because he knows when I go on live. He told my husband the last time I was on to get in front of me and make faces, so that it would throw me off. And it definitely would. But you can use any greeting here in the middle. I chose to use this Wishing I Could Heal Your Heart, and I used the Misty Moonlight ink. So this is another one, and this is your shaker card. Now, I only had 2 containers of these sprinkles. They were getting hard to get, so I put I don't know how big, part of a spoonful in everyone's bag. Hopefully you'll have enough, but if it's not enough for you, you could put something else in with that to make it a little more. I'm happy with the way mine turned out, but I want to show you how to make this card. This is using the Sweet Ice Cream Bundle. That is a stamp set and punch. And I also used the Ice Cream Corner DSP here. And that is what these are, punched from the Ice Cream Punch. This is punched from that Ice Cream Corner DSP. I used Gorgeous Grape ink, and I used Calypso Coral on the ice cream cones. And when I stamped those ice cream scoops, I did not stamp off. My ink pad probably needs refilled a little bit, but then I stamped the sprinkles on top in the same color, so it still shows up even though you don't stamp it off. And see, here is that ice cream cone bottom. There also is a stamp in that set of ice cream that you can stamp this effect on white paper and cut it out if you don't have that white paper. So this is the inside, what I used on the inside, and this is your front. Now, I took my Purple Posy strip, which is, let's see here, That purple posy strip is 4 by 1 1/4. And, whoops, I don't want to do that. I'm putting my DSP on first. If I can get my green glue to start. And here we don't go. Okay, so I have another one handy. And that should be a good one because I've used it here recently, but sometimes I left the cap off too long. Okay, so this DSP goes on the bottom of your card front. And then for this purple posy piece, I just paper tore a little bit. Not down very far on the top of there. Kind of makes it look like ice cream running down if you use your imagination. And here we go. And I layered that up a little bit to come down across there. And then I put together a little bit of glue on the bottom of my ice cream cone. And I'm just going to lay that to the side. And then here's the other one. And here we go. Okay, now I did pop those up a bit. And there is a drip in the stamp set that you can make it look like the ice cream is dripping. You could stamp that drip right on your paper. I have the mini dimensionals here handy, so that's what I'm going to use on the back. The main thing is I want to show you how to do the shaker card. You're going to use the clear envelope that I have provided. Now, I ended up, after I filled all my packets, that I had a couple pieces extra, and so I either overshot on my cutting pieces, or somebody may be missing something. So I hope not, but if you would happen to be, there was one of these envelopes left, and then I had a couple. Now I have that off a little bit, off track, and so I'm up pretty high here, looking down, and sometimes it's hard to be exact. Okay, so you want to put the opening, the flap, in the back so that when you close this envelope, you're not going to see where you sealed it shut. Now, I really got into a pickle with this when I did it the first time. And I put these in too soon, and then I had to take everything back out. I'm hoping that doesn't happen with you, and I'm hoping it doesn't happen to me today. But you do have to be careful to keep this all together. And so I have your sprinkles in a little bag like that. Once I have them in there, I want to be careful to keep that side, keep it in place. I'm going to peel off the sticker in the back, and that is sliding over a little bit, which I don't want it to because I want those sprinkles in the front. And then I'm going to close this in the back, keeping those sprinkles. See, if those sprinkles get over in here, then we're in trouble because they'll go to the back of the card. But we've done okay. It's just a matter of how you hold it when you're working with it. Okay, so let's see here. I have tear and tape. I'm going to use on the back of here. I'm going to keep those sprinkles where they need to be. And I'm going to, this does make an easy shaker card compared to putting all that dimensional on. So you can use other kinds of tape. I've seen people use just Scotch tape to tape this part down. If you have a good strong Scotch tape, that's not going to let loose on you. Okay, so there you go. There is your shaker card for the front. And we're going to take this card base, Purple Posy, 5.5 by 8.5. And we're going to put that right on the front of there. And I used the tear and tape again here. You could use whatever tape you have that is a good secure tape that will stay on the cellophane. I didn't try the Tombow glue, which is usually my adhesive of choice. There are some good two-way tape, or like the Scotch tape, the double stick. And so then what we're going to do is peel all that off. And I did copy this from someone, as always. Usually I copy, but then I put a twist of my own on there, or I use it. Okay. And my grandson's been trying to call me. I hit the wrong button to answer him, so I'll call all these people back when I'm done here. But there is your easy shaker card, and I gave you about the same amount that was in here, so I think you should have enough. You could always add some sequins if you want, but that's all I have for today. Have a good day, ladies, and thank you for watching.